Humans are known across the stars for many things: adaptability, stubbornness, resilience. But those who know humanity best whisper another truth. Humans never forget kindness, and they repay it with interest. This is a story of how one small act of compassion toward a lone human changed the fate of an entire species, and how a legion of Earth's warships appeared years later to return the favor. Chapter 1. A Stranger in the Wastes. It began on the barren world of Ryo's Fall, a desert planet with jagged cliffs, scorching suns, and winds sharp enough to peel armor plating. Among its wandering tribes were the Varakin, tall, reptilian nomads with eyes like molten gold. Outsiders called them primitive, backwards, weak. The Varakin did not care. They lived, they endured, and one day they saved a stranger. A small ship had crashed in the dunes, its hull charred and smoking. Inside was a lone human explorer, Sergeant Daniel Hale, barely conscious, chute failing, lungs burning in the toxic air. The tribe could have left him. Most species would have. Instead, they carried him across the desert, revived him with their medicinal sands, fed him, protected him. Hale recovered within days. He offered them technology, supplies, even weapons as repayment. The tribe leader, Ciravel, simply shook her scaled head. No debt. We help those who suffer. It is our way. Hale never forgot those words. Never. Chapter 2. The Years of Silence. Humanity eventually extracted Hale from the desert world. He promised he would return. But galaxy politics were complicated. Wars erupted. Borders shifted. And the Varakin remained isolated, unnoticed, until the Syndicate arrived. The Syndicate was a ruthless mercenary coalition that expanded by force. They enslaved weaker species, stripped planets, and cared for nothing but profit. The Varakin had no armies, no fleets, no friends. Their canyon villages burned first. Their sacred dunes were carved apart for resources. Thousands were taken as laborious. The Varakin cried out for help. No one answered, except one man, Sergeant Daniel Hale. Chapter 3. The Message That Reached Earth. When Hale learned what had happened, he went directly to Earth's High Command, not as a soldier, not as an officer, but as a man carrying a debt. He played the old recording, a Varakin child giving him water, whispering, "Live, human, live." Hale stood tall. They saved me when they had nothing. I'm asking her to return that kindness with everything we have. The generals conferred. They looked at the data. The Syndicate forces, the enslaved villages, the hopeless resistance. The decision was unanimous. Mobilize the Third Fleet. Alert the Vanguard Legion. Prepare humanitarian strike protocol. Humanity remembered. And when humans remember, they move as one. Chapter 4. The sky of Ryo 4 turns afire. The Syndicate was not expecting visitors, especially not Earth's most elite war armada. The first warning came as a shadow. A massive human dreadnought eclipsed the suns, casting darkness over the desert. Then dozens more appeared. Destroyers, cruisers, carriers, a full legion of warships, silent, resolute, unstoppable. A Syndicate commander shouted, "Who dares enter our territory?" A single transmission answered, "Earth remembers the Varakin." Moments later, the bombardment began. Not annihilation, precision strikes. Every Syndicate artillery platform melted. Every slaver compound vaporized. Human drop pods slammed into the sands, releasing elite Marines in shimmering armor. The Syndicate tried to retreat. Human ships blocked every path. They tried to negotiate. Humans did not answer, because this was not diplomacy. This was repayment. Chapter 5. The Liberation. When the dust settled, human soldiers marched into the Syndicate's largest fortress. They found the Varakin imprisoned, starved, beaten. Ciravel, older now, saw the humans enter. Her voice cracked. You returned? Daniel Hale stepped forward, removing his helmet. You saved me once. Now humanity saves you. The Varakin elders wept, not from fear, not from pain, but from disbelief. Never in their history had a powerful species fought on their behalf. Never had they been protected, valued, remembered. Humans freed thousands. They rebuilt homes. They purified water. They treated every wound. And they did it with genuine compassion. The Varakin learned that day that humans repaid kindness with overwhelming force and overwhelming loyalty. Chapter 6. The Syndicate's Fall. Earth did not stop with Ryo's fall. They hunted syndicate fleets across the stars. They liberated every enslaved species. They shattered every mercenary armada. The syndicate leadership tried to hide. Humans found them. They tried to launch biological weapons. Human AIS countered instantly. They tried to surrender. Human command issued a single reply. You will answer to the Varakin. For the first time in history, the weakest species judged the strongest oppressors, protected by the mightiest warriors humanity could assemble. The galaxy watched in awe, some in fear, some with gratitude. Human vengeance was not irrational. It was deliberate, righteous, precise, and it shattered an empire. Chapter 7. Debt Repaid. After the war, Earth established a Varakin protectorate. They gave the desert world new terraforming stations, medical centers, and advanced defenses. Ciravel approached Daniel Hale, her golden eyes shimmering. You owed us nothing, yet you returned with the fury of storms. Hale placed a hand over his heart. You saved one human. Humanity pays its debts. The Varakin adopted a new proverb, one that spread across a galaxy. A kindness given to a human is repaid by a nation. A life saved by a human is guarded by a legion. And in distant star systems, conquerors and tyrants began to whisper cautiously, do not harm those humans call friends. For humanity never forgets a favor. The legion of warships that appeared over Ryos became legend, a myth, a warning, a promise, that in a cold and endless universe, there existed one species whose loyalty was absolute, and whose vengeance was unstoppable.